Her parents didn't panic at first. She was an adult. She worked late sometimes. She didn't always come straight home. But when the sun came up the next morning and her bed was still empty, something felt wrong in a way they couldn't explain. No calls, no messages, no explanation. By the time they reported her missing, they believed she was still out there, confused, stranded, maybe needing help. They had no idea that within days, police would find her car abandoned miles from home, with her purse still inside. And after that moment, everything would go silent. 24-year-old Lauren Mitchell lived with her parents in a quiet suburban neighborhood just outside a mid-sized American city. She worked full-time as a medical receptionist, saved aggressively, and talked often about moving out on her own within the year. She wasn't reckless. She wasn't impulsive. And she wasn't the kind of person who disappeared without telling someone. On the morning of Friday, May 14th, Lauren left the house at 7:40 a.m., just like she always did. She wore scrubs, grabbed her keys from the hook by the door, and told her mother she'd be home by dinner. That was the last time her family ever saw her. Lauren didn't come home that night. At first, her parents assumed she had stayed late at work or gone out with friends. She sometimes picked up extra shifts. Sometimes she met co-workers for drinks. But by 9 p.m., her mother noticed something unusual. Lauren hadn't texted. By 10:30 p.m., calls went straight to voicemail. By midnight, the worry set in. Lauren had a habit of checking in. Even when plans changed, she always let someone know. That night, there was nothing. At 6:15 a.m. the next morning, Lauren's father walked into the local police station and reported his daughter missing. The officer behind the desk asked routine questions. Was Lauren an adult? Yes. Did she have a history of running away? No. Were there any signs of foul play? Not yet. The officer explained that adults were allowed to disappear voluntarily. But after hearing the details, Lauren's consistency, her sudden silence, the lack of explanation, the report was accepted. An alert was issued internally, and the clock officially started. Investigators began where they always did. Lauren's workplace confirmed she had clocked out at 4:58 p.m. the previous day. She had mentioned stopping by the grocery store before heading home. Security footage from the clinic parking lot showed Lauren getting into her silver sedan, alone. The footage was clear, ordinary. Nothing about it suggested it would be the last confirmed image of her. Lauren's car became the next priority. License plate readers across the city were checked. Parking garages were searched. Toll records were reviewed. Nothing surfaced. Then, 3 days after Lauren was reported missing, a call came in from a state trooper. A silver sedan matching Lauren's vehicle had been found. It wasn't wrecked. It wasn't burned. It wasn't hidden. It was parked neatly along a rural frontage road nearly 30 miles from her home. The location made no sense. The road led nowhere. No businesses, no residences, no obvious reason for Lauren to be there. The nearest highway exit was miles away. The car doors were locked. The keys were missing. Inside, investigators found Lauren's purse on the passenger seat. Her wallet was inside. Her phone was not. There were no signs of a struggle. No broken glass. No blood. No damage to the vehicle. It looked as though Lauren had parked the car herself, stepped out, and vanished. But investigators immediately noticed something unsettling. The fuel tank was nearly empty. Someone had driven the car there intentionally. Lauren's parents were brought to the scene. Her mother collapsed when she saw the vehicle. Her father stood in silence, staring at the empty driver's seat. Because whatever had happened to their daughter, this was where the trail stopped. Cell phone records revealed Lauren's phone last pinged a tower at 5:37 p.m., roughly 20 minutes after she left work. The signal placed her near a shopping center on her usual route home. After that, there were no more pings. The phone had either been powered off or destroyed. Police explored several immediate possibilities. Had Lauren met someone willingly? Had she experienced car trouble and accepted help? Had someone followed her? Friends were interviewed. Co-workers questioned. Ex-boyfriends ruled out. Nothing stood out. Lauren had no known enemies. No secret relationships. No financial issues. Her life, by all accounts, was stable. which only deepened the mystery. Surveillance cameras at the grocery store captured Lauren entering the building at 5:12 p.m. She bought a few items, paid with her card, smiled at the cashier. She exited the store alone. Parking lot cameras showed her loading groceries into her car. Then nothing. No footage of her leaving the lot. The camera covering the exit had malfunctioned that day. As weeks passed, investigators began to focus less on what they could see and more on what was missing. Lauren's phone had never been recovered. Not in the car, not along the road, not in nearby fields or wooded areas. Lauren never went anywhere without it. Friends described it as her lifeline, her navigation, her schedule, her connection to the world. If she had stepped out of her car willingly, why wouldn't she take it? And if someone else had taken it, why had it never resurfaced? Detectives reconstructed Lauren's last movements again and again, every second between her work exit, and the final phone ping was examined. Employees were interviewed repeatedly. No one remembered anything unusual. Lauren appeared calm, normal. That detail disturbed investigators more than anything else, because disappearances rarely begin calmly. The drive to where the car was found would have taken nearly 40 minutes. Lauren had no reason to be there. No friends, no family, no work-related stops. Yet someone had driven her car there, carefully, deliberately, parking it neatly, locking the doors, leaving nothing behind. During a secondary examination, a technician noticed something small but troubling. The driver's seat was adjusted farther back than Lauren preferred. Her father noticed immediately. Lauren was petite. She always kept the seat close. This position was different. It wasn't proof, but it raised a question no one wanted to ask. Had someone else been driving? Search teams canvassed the area. Drones. Hey, 9 units. Volunteers. Nothing was recovered. No footprints. No discarded items. No sign Lauren had ever been there, except for the car itself. A man later came forward, claiming he had seen a woman resembling Lauren standing beside a disabled vehicle the night she vanished. She appeared calm, not distressed, but he couldn't be certain, and investigators couldn't verify his account. Another possibility that led nowhere. Months passed. Media attention faded. Lauren's face was replaced by newer stories, but her parents never stopped. They hired a private investigator, organized searches, called police weekly. Still, no answers came. Years later, amateur investigators noticed something troubling. 2 other women in nearby counties had vanished under similar circumstances. Cars abandoned, no trace left behind. Police denied any connection, but families weren't convinced. Why leave the purse, but not the phone? Why drive in the wrong direction? Why park neatly on a road that led nowhere? And most disturbing of all, why has no trace of Lauren ever been found? Today, Lauren Mitchell's disappearance remains unsolved. Her car sits in an evidence lot. Her bedroom remains untouched. Her parents still wait for a knock at the door or a phone call that never comes. Somewhere between work and home, Lauren's routine life was interrupted, and somewhere beyond that empty road, the truth is still waiting. Because until someone explains why her car was found abandoned, until someone explains where Lauren went, the mystery remains, and the silence continues.